Hi, cows. Hi, cows. Ready for your grain? Hey guys, my name's Matt. Welcome to Cowbill Farm. This morning we processed, 25, 26 meat chickens. Ran to town, did some errands, but I figure while we're doing evening chores, it's a good time to bring you along and kind of update you, bring you up to speed on what's new with all the different livestock we have here on the farm. A lot's changed since May when the last video I put out covering livestock. So seeing as we're here with the cattle, let's get started with them. Meet our 3 belted Galloway heifers. The one in the back, that's Miss Daisy. She's roughly 2 years old. The 2 in the front, they have names, but honestly can't tell you what they are. They are roughly a year old. They were born, July or August of last year. So they're slightly over a year old. They're all gonna get bred next year. We hope to get a bull here on the farm, get them bred, and then hopefully the following year we'll have calves hit the ground, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. We got these from a good friend of ours that has a purebred belted Galloway herd. We're hopefully going to be getting some more breeding stock from him. So anything that's born here on the farm, whether it's a bull calf or a heifer calf, doesn't matter. We're going to send them to butcher. But these are our 3 belted Galloway heifers. If you've watched our channel for any length of time, you'll remember the last 2 cows that we had here was Bonnie and Clyde. They were the brother and sister Black Angus calves we had. Well, they're at freezer camp and people have enjoyed a lot of good meals out of them. So they went to butcher, mid-May, something like that, and they were good animals. How's their water looking? Yep, pretty good and full. Here you go, pigs. Fresh feed. These here are our summer batch of pigs. Really nothing new with this story. We got these 6 from the same breeder that we've been getting all our pigs from for the last few years. He's a good friend of mine. Raises good stock. They're a similar style farm like we are. They got cattle. They do have a boar and a couple sows. And for us it works out really well. We're able to source our pigs from a known reputable farm. We like the way they do things. And it works out for us because we don't have to carry any breeding stock. And at the end of the day, we're supporting another farm. They like to sell off their pigs as piglets. They do finish off a few as well, but for the most part they like to sell piglets. So we've been very happy with the stock that we've gotten from them. These are Yorkshire Duroc crosses, if my memory serves me correct, but we've had really good luck with them, and I don't expect anything different with these ones. We do plan on getting another batch of winter pigs, raising them in the barn like we did last winter in time for the spring summer market season. That worked out really well, so we'll just have to see what the future holds with that. I'll check the pigs water. About 2/3 full. That's good enough for a little while. As far as the broiler chickens go, We got a lot of them around here on the farm. We'll start in here with the baby chicks. Both our brooders are full. These ones here are a little over a week old. There's 50 Cornish cross baby chicks in here. And in this brooder, we have slightly more skittish Cornish cross chicks that are 3 weeks old. The youngest batch of broiler chicks, those are the last ones coming to the farm for this year. The older bunch, they need to get moved out to a pasture box, but right now both our pasture boxes are being occupied. Hopefully that's going to change at the end of this weekend. This batch of chicks is 5 weeks old. There's roughly 50 in this batch. We run 7 batches of 50. That's 350 meat birds that we process and we take to our local farmers markets every summer. This batch of chicks is 7 weeks old. There's 15 left in this box. We're going to process them this weekend, and that will give us room for the 3-week-old birds that are in the brooder. That'll free them up, be able to put them out here, give them a little bit more room, start eating some grass, and we'll finish them how we like to finish them. Nothing's changed much since you last saw the egg layers. We have roughly 100. They're laying about, I don't know, 3-4 dozen eggs a day. And it's barely enough to keep us going with 2 farmers markets and our roadside stand and a select few customers that we have off the farm. So Stacy and I are sort of trying to figure out how many we want to buy as far as chicks to raise up for next year. We have some that we gotta cull out of the flock because their age is getting them to the point where they're not producing as much anymore. So we gotta look at a few things and see where we're at as far as the future with egg layers on the farm. But otherwise, nothing else is new with them. You gonna let me check under you without pecking me? Any more? Nope, just one tonight. Through the grass growing season, we utilize this Premier One electronet fencing to allow the ladies to come outside and graze the green grass, bugs, whatever else they can come up with. We rotate it around the outside 360 degrees of our main laying house. And overall, it works fairly well. As long as we have moisture to keep up with grass growth, we can usually rotate them to a new piece of grass once a week. Sometimes when it's dry, that can be a real challenge and we'll have to put them back inside. But we're limited to the grass that we have just around this main laying house. Well, hopefully next year that's going to change because I have some things in store involving this old 16-foot equipment trailer. I've had this thing squirreled away up here in the woods. I used to haul equipment on this long before I had the gooseneck trailer, but I was hauling a Ford tractor home with it one day and the axle broke. So I since taken the axle out and now it's down to just having this one single axle. What my plan is to finish ripping these fenders off, take this axle, move it all the way back as far as it'll go, make it solidly mounted, put a tongue on it so I can draft it with a tractor, and I want to build a box and make this thing a mobile egg layer house. I want to be able to rotate this anywhere I need to, want to, where there's grass. Set the Premier One fencing up all the way around the outside and put some hen boxes, laying boxes in it, and the ladies can go up in there, do their thing. It's a safe haven for them to go up into at night, and I'll come out just like I do with the main house and lock them in for the night. And the nice part is I can take it anywhere. I can rotate it anywhere here on the property. I'm not locked to just one specific area. So I'm still in the brainstorming process of exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to build it, but I'm never going to utilize it as an equipment trailer, so I might as well do something with it instead of just letting it rot away in the woods. Hiya, Daisy. How was the hay? Yeah, was it good? Yeah. What? And I think last but not least for this video, let's check out the hay from the other day. Nice and dry. I'm pretty pleased with how this hay turned out overall. I had a few wet bales. I've been feeding them out to the cattle, but overall, all in all, I've only had 3 I fed out, so the rest of them seem to be pretty good. I've been keeping an eye on them every day, and they're nice and cool to the touch. And sticking my hand down inside, it's good and dry. So I'm actually pleased with how this stuff turned out. The wagon down in the bottom of the barn, same way. We walked by that when we went and did the baby broiler chicks and the brooders. So overall, I'm pretty happy. Don't look like we're going to be doing any hay anytime soon. Yesterday, I don't even think it got out of the 60s. It was a pretty cool, dreary, cloudy day. It was a great working day to get stuff done, but it was definitely not a hay drying day. And today was near 80, but they're calling more rain later on tomorrow afternoon, Saturday, than all day Sunday. And it looks like there's a chance of rain every day and in the 70s for the next 2 weeks. So unless something straightens around, we won't be doing any more hay anytime soon. But it was last year, middle of September, before we got to even do any second cut in hay last year. So it was kind of odd to be doing hay that late in the season, but man, we had a nice stretch of weather to do it and we were able to take advantage of it. So hopefully this year maybe we'll end up with the same. Hopefully we'll get a nice stretch where we can knock out the last, I don't know, 17 acres of hay we got to get done. But it is what it is. Can't change Mother Nature. That's the one thing about farming that makes it interesting. You never know what you're dealt day to day. Even though they say one thing, it could completely be something different. So I don't know. Well, that's chores in a nutshell. That's the animals, what we got going on here on the farm. Really not much has changed other than the cattle and the summer pigs. Other than that, that's our summer routine when it comes to the evening chores. So Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that wonderful fun stuff. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.